He looks at you with a curious gaze as he takes off his sunglasses to rest them on the collar of his shirt.
Hey.
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 Is everything all
A low chuckle escapes from him as he shifts his gaze towards you.
Trials of Tempest. I'm surprised anyone else knows about this book.
Because there is no way a chef could mess such a simple order up.
I'm sorry. Hello my loves, I'm Degenerate and welcome to Threads of You Beyond the Bay. I was seeing it on Twitter. I was like, oh, this is interesting, I'm gonna keep tabs on it. And I totally forgot that it, like, the demo came out already. We're about to do it. We're about to get into it right now. There's like, I actually forgot how many love interests, but we got a plethora of guys right here. Let's go get to know them. Why not? Should I start typing?
Yes!
Ooh, nice. I like that. Are you serious? I get to customize?
A few moments later.
Alright, I mean, I look pretty good.
Nice.
I think we're good to go. Saturday. My eyes are already burning. Let's save. I need to remember that all the time. Okay. As you cruise down the deserted road, a gentle breeze caresses your face through an open window. Our car looks nice. We didn't get jump scared by a certain someone. The occasional jolt of the car unsettles you. However, you quickly dismiss it from your mind. You've just finished your first year in college. You just finished your second year in college. You just finished your third year in college. You just finished your last year in college. I don't know what the hell to do. Let's say first. I don't know. You've been looking forward to this trip. You had just completed your first year and plan to go back home to visit family and friends as a surprise over the summer. You look down at your GPS, following the bright yellow line displayed on your screen. This wasn't a road you were completely familiar with, nor was it anywhere near the freeway. Though, stupidly, you were persuaded by a video on Wick Walk to reconnect with nature, and thought it'd be faster than sitting through traffic jams or turbulence. Yay, look at my cute little character there. Adorable. Okay, D, just keep driving. It's probably nothing. Let's not say that. Yeah. You sigh to yourself and turn your radio up louder, hoping to drown out your anxiety. I knew I should have just taken a plane. Yeah, no. This is the last time I'm listening to some random person on the internet. Should have did it the first time. Just as you mentally shake your fist at the Wick Walk you watched, your thoughts are abruptly interrupted by the stuttering of your car's engine. Dang, and I thought this car was good. Metallic clattering comes from the hood of your car, making your eyes widen in alarm. What? Shit breaks down right here. Before you could fully process what was happening, the car let out its final breath, stopping dead in the middle of nowhere. You sit in silence for a few minutes before inhaling deeply and stepping out of the car to observe its exterior. Okay. Your eyes squint in annoyance as light smoke expels from the hood of your car. Shit. At least we're not like, it's not dark outside, right? There isn't a mansion full of vampires, you know? What am I supposed to do now? Feeling a lump build up in your throat, you sit by a nearby rock to collect yourself. Okay, no biggie. I'm just lost in the middle of nowhere, with no signal and no sign of life. Get to walking. I don't know what to tell you. Did we Crash into something? Oh. You bury your head deep into your hands and groan at the absurdity of the situation. No way, no way, no way. This cannot actually be happening. What is this, a bad 2000s Adam Dertler movie? Who is that? After what felt like an eternity under the scorching summer sun, the familiar growl of a well-functioning car catches your attention from a distance. Hitchhiking. Yay. Once again, I'm glad this isn't one of those crazy situations, though, that we're used to. This is actually very different. Honestly, completely. None of them are like crazy. I'm pretty sure this one is just a normal dating sim. There's no psychopaths, cannibals, stuff like that. This is normal. Isn't that so nice? Breathing a sigh of relief, you stand up and begin to wave frantically to grab the driver's attention. The car slows down and parks nearby. Nice, let's see who's in this car. I'm very curious. The engine pauses momentarily as the driver's door swings open. A man emerges from the car, donning a deep green jacket and tousled brown hair. He looks at you with a curious gaze as he takes off his sunglasses to rest them on the collar of his shirt.
Hey.
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 Is everything alright? Do you need help?
I forgot! Oh my god, I forgot about the voice acting. Turn this all the way up, bro. I want to hear it. What does it look like? Don't be rude. I'm not really sure what to do. Thank God you came. My savior. What should I... Damn, you got the nastiest scar on your face. Ooh. Is that a scar? Or did your tears just burn through your skin or something? Let's just be normal. Thank you for stopping by. My car broke down and I'm not really sure what to do from here. He dips his head towards you, taking a peek at your car. He steps forward, examining your car and sighing lightly at the steam rising up from your vehicle. His hand motions to the broken heap of a car, meeting your eyes for a quick second. Oh, it did say partial. I'm afraid that isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Might as well hop in with me and find shelter for the night. Good. His hand taps the back of the car as he walks away, his hand gesturing for you to follow. You hesitate, as you only just met this man. He looks back at you for a moment before a light chuckle escapes his lips. Don't worry, you can trust me. I wasn't really worried. Honestly, I don't really care. You could have been a villain of the night. And I wouldn't care. I literally would do anything. I'm adventurous. He reaches into his pocket, taking out a small golden medallion. Fortnite?
Bruh.
I was about to say he's giving sheriff vibes, you know, like a cop. I was late to it though. You give him a reassured smile as you make your way to his car. Nice. The ride has been silent so far, but you don't mind. The smell of the sea salt pours in from the open pane. The cool wind combed through your hair. Your eyes close as you take in your surroundings.
Enjoying the view?
He scared me a little bit there. You open your eyes and turn to look at him. His hair was dancing along the breeze. What a thought. Coming from his open window, the lighter strands of his hair glistening under the sun. Nice. You press your lips for a moment and shrug. I guess it's alright. He lets out a small chuckle.
You're a tough critic, aren't you?
How old are you? Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. His lips... Watch the road, motherfucker. Stop it. Making me giddy. His lips curl into a playful smirk, and you can't help but smile back. Well, I have high standards. I've seen better. What the f***? What are we talking about? I got distracted. Let's say Wait, are the surroundings like the area? I have high standards? I don't know. Well, I have high standards when it comes to views. You sink deeper into the seat, getting yourself comfortable for the rest of the trip. He turns on the volume of the car radio, allowing the soothing sounds of nature to take center stage. So, it'd probably be nice to get to know your travel buddy for the next God knows how many hours. Might as well break the ice. Where are we headed? How long have you been a sheriff? Say nothing. We already said so we have to speak. You're not making this awkward. Not today. How long have you been sheriff? A good few years, actually. Probably as soon as I graduated. Not that I mind. I love this job. I bet you do. I bet you make great use of those handcuffs. I get to help people like you. I guess help would be the word. End of the day, that's all that really matters to me. You sure that's it? That's pretty nice. I guess so. Never really seen myself doing anything else. Are you sure? He smiles to himself. Where are we headed? Where are we headed? If you don't mind me asking, where are we headed? My town, Brine Bay. Ever heard of it? You think to yourself for a moment, racking your memory for any mention of Brine Bay. Nope, doesn't ring a bell. He nods to himself as you speak. I don't blame you. We're not too well known. I promise you that you'll like your stay, though. We've got great views. Actually, I'd like to ask you the same. Huh? What are you doing out here? Oh, vacation. Well, I was trying to visit home from college. I haven't been back for a while and was feeling a little homesick. Just my luck to have my car break down when I try, though, right? He offhandedly laughs at your joke and taps lightly on the steering wheel. Yeah, that does suck. Hey, no worries. We'll get you back on the road in no time. He lets out, sorry. He lets go of the wheel for a brief moment to give you a pat on the shoulder before focusing on driving again. I don't think I have anything else to ask him for now. A moment of silence lingers between the two of you before he abruptly breaks it. Again. You weren't out there for too long, were you? No, actually, it was like 2 seconds. It felt like forever. You have no idea. No, it felt like forever. Well, it felt like forever, but I guess it wasn't that bad. I'm just relieved you showed up when you did. He smiles and nods in response, his eyes glued to the outstretched road ahead.
Gene,
Good.
by the way.
Great. You turn to face him, head tilted in confusion. He takes notice of your lack of a response and turns to look at you.
My name, it's Gene.
That's great. Your mouth opens briefly before forming a silent O. I'm D. These nuts? That's a nice name. Isn't it? You guys all look the same. What a nice name. How unique. Silly gooses. He shoots you a gentle smile before adjusting his eyes back to the road. You turn back to the open window, taking in the view once more. The lull of the engine paired with the heavy crashing of the ocean waves began to take over your thoughts, making your eyelids grow heavier by the minute. Before you knew it, you were dead asleep. Exhaustion from the long day of driving mixed with stress finally took over. Ooh! Your eyes struggled to blink open as the sun shyly peeked over the clouds. Its beams greeted you ever so lovingly, the warmth creating a gentle blanket over you. You lift yourself off the car door. Oh, stretching the sleepiness away. Your eyes eventually find Dean, his hand having a firm grip on the wheel, and head turned towards you. Oh, look at him in the corner up there. Good morning there, sleepyhead. You're awake just in time. His head gestures ahead of the car. Your gaze follows his cue to a small old-fashioned building. What is this, Oh. I only have 2 contacts. The car comes to a rolling stop into the makeshift parking lot. Dean's deep voice pulls you out of your thoughts. This right here is the Coral Inn. A hostel? Okay. You can stay here for the night. And don't worry about the pay. I've covered tonight for you. It's the least I could do, considering the day you've had. Aren't you kind? If you walk inside, just a little to your right should be the front desk. Just explain your situation to my buddy Dante. We will get you all set up. Can't wait to see Dante. Say nothing. I'm staying here. Don't be ungrateful. Thank you. Do you do this for all the people you pick up off the street? Just say thank you. Like, come on. Thank you so much for your help. I'd seriously be so screwed if you didn't show up. He gives you a warm smile. It's no problem at all. Just glad to lend a hand. You give him a smile back and gather your belongings from his backseat.
Oh.
Me thinking he was gonna finish reading. Before I forget about your car, there's only one mechanic around here, and his name is Kai. Take my number and I'll send you his address. Nice. You type his number into your contacts and give him your sincere thanks once again. The two of you wave goodbye as you shut the car door behind you. He pulls out of the parking lot, leaving you to brave the hostel on your own. You stand in the open for a moment, breathing in deeply. The earthy smell of nearby plants mingled with the damp industrial material of the building helps you get a hold of your new surroundings. I grew up in the city. Dirty, disgusting city. Yep, nothing like home. Sure, it wasn't exactly where you wanted to go, but it honestly felt better. The refreshing clean air was nothing like the city you grew up in. I wish I had clean air. Nor the one you've been staying in for college. It was nice to be in a quieter environment for once. A flock of birds chirp overhead, flying information towards the horizon. Watching them, you realized the sun was beginning to set right past the small corner lot of shops. I can read. The sun's setting already? How long have we been driving? Well, I feel like it said morning, but it was in the corner last time I saw it. I don't know. Glad I didn't choose to just walk to society. I probably would have been walking for days. Yup. Would have got eaten by a bear. You look down at your watch to plan your next course of events. Going to sleep. It's the afternoon. We're gonna go into this little inn here. I think it's this one. Your body was practically begging you to crash in for the day, although you really should be getting your car sorted out first. Oh my god. Go to the car mechanic. I think... Oh, okay. I mean, I feel like if we do the mechanic first, we could just go to the inn later when we have to go to sleep. Let's just go to the mechanic first. Because I feel like if we sleep, we won't be able to see the mechanic. Duh. You think it over for a minute and decide it would be best to talk to Kai as soon as possible. I really should get this sorted out first. You lug your backpack over your shoulder and check your phone for the address. Following the directions on the text from Jean, you make your way to the workshop to meet Kai. Ooh. There's music for every character. I think it said. As you approach closer, the sound of clanging tools paired by machinery fills your ears. The faint aroma of grease and oil growing more noticeable with each step. A large car-filled building seemed vacant except for a figure bent over peering into the hood of a car. Bent over, huh? Kai? You call out to no response. The hum of the car was overpowering your voice. Kai? Good. Yeah. You, don't get distracted. You called out a little louder. The figure finally stood up and turned to face you. A large grin was plastered on his face as he rubbed dirt and grease off with his forearm. Yep. Hand still clasping a wrench.
Well, you must be new here.
Just continue. Just move on. Before you could open your mouth to reply, he quickly cuts you off with a broad grin. And trust me, I remember a face as pretty as yours. Look at it. Beginning already. He winks a little and leans back against the car, grabbing a nearby cloth to clean his wrench and hands.
To a day of the pleasure.
Miss. Sorry. I will continue. We're just getting first impressions for right now. His tone lingered, prompting you to introduce yourself. I'm D. He's nuts. I was actually headed west until my car broke down near the forest. That's on me, I guess. Should have gotten my car checked out a good while ago. You look down to your shoes, fidgeting them against each other. Luckily, Jean found me and brought me here so that you can help me fix my car. You look back up at him and smile awkwardly, feeling a bit embarrassed about the whole situation. He let out a short laugh and nodded before putting his wrench down. Well, that won't be much of a problem. I'll head there with Jean later in the day. Although I do have to warn you, I'm gonna take a good while to fix it, especially if you're not from here. Damn. The spare parts here are pretty dated, and so are our cars, so it might take a while. That's fine. It's fine. I mean, we're not in a dangerous situation, so we still gotta meet Dante. Your worry must have been visible because he pushed himself off the car immediately and defensively threw his hands up with open palms. Don't worry, you can trust me. My family has been working on cars since this town was founded. Guys, I don't have no trust in you. Like, why is everybody so defensive? Jeez. I promise to get it working as soon as humanly possible. Totally. He pats your shoulder lightly and gives you a warm smile. You can give me your number and I'll keep you updated on things. Oh. Here's my number. Good luck with repairs. It better be good as new. Rude. If you wanted my number, you could have just said so. Die. You chuckle? What the? You chuckle a little at how frantic you got and nodded. Thanks for the reassurance. I appreciate it. He grabs his phone out of his pocket and hands it over to you, the screen displaying a small prompt for your information. As you type in your number, you spot him peeking over to the side. His deep brown eyes scan all over your face, almost as if he were studying you down to your smallest features. You feel your face flush for a moment before handing it back to him. Nice. What's your picture look like? Oh, they're like little... Okay. There you go. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you.
Great. I'll send you a message when I get around to working on it. Hope you have a good time here.
Uh-huh. I won't say what I was about to say. He gives you another wink before turning around to continue working on the car behind him. Alright, time to get myself some sleep. Your shoes crunch against... What? Oh. I thought we weren't be able... Oh my god, that scared me a little bit. Your shoes crunch against the gravel as you make your way towards the entrance. The steps of the inn's wooden porch creak with each step, making you hurriedly take longer strides. The walls! Oh no. No. As you open the door, you're greeted with surprisingly homely decor. These walls, though. The state of the building itself was just as decrepit as the exterior, if not worse. But someone was definitely doing their best to make it look good. Recalling Jean's directions, you take a few steps towards the right. A small wooden counter comes into view, a few monitors lined up on it, though only one seemed functional. You notice a man sitting behind one of them. The name tag on his shirt read Dante. Yay. He didn't exactly look ecstatic to be there, but he also didn't look like he hated it. Hey there! I think Jean might have mentioned me to you. You hold your breath, hoping Jean wasn't lying about paying for the night. Dante looks you up and down for a moment, with a puzzled look before looking down at his phone. Oh, guess he did. What the hell? Alright then. What? Is Dante not like is Dante an NPC? He sighs to himself before standing up. You're stunned for a quick second as he towers over you. Thank you. Thank you. He turns to grab a couple of papers from the shelf of files and books behind him. With a soft thump, a pile of papers fall in front of you. Oh no. All you have to do is sign a few things and you should be good to go. What? You write down your information, occasionally glancing up towards him. He was back in his seat, tapping on the table with a pen and glaring right into your soul. Jeez, creepy. All done. He slides over a small metal key with slight rust on its edges. Your room should be number... Oh my god. 69? Don't make too much noise and no hot water past 9. Okay. Even for small amounts like for tea. Okay. I don't drink tea, so... Okay, good night then. He ignores you and goes back to scrolling on his phone. Well, isn't he just the most hospitable? He's not a romanceable character because I was not able to see him, so... You walk around the hostel, mentally counting each door and giggling to yourself over the childish number. Okay, you evidently end up on the second floor, finding your room right by the stairs. Okay, Jean, let's hope this room isn't that bad. With these walls, I'm scared. Taking a sharp breath, you insert the key and turn, not expecting much of a view. This is amazing! Never mind. Beautiful. Whoa. For being a rundown place, this was a pretty nice room. Much better than you would have expected from the exterior or lobby. 2 large windows greeted you, luminescent moonlight shining through illuminating the dark room. These curtains are too sheer for me. I need blackout curtains. I do not like the sun. So, despite being summer, the well-conditioned room made a cool breeze wash over your body. It is nighttime. Not bad, Jean, not bad. I guess it wouldn't hurt to deify the room a little. Dropping your backpack and kicking off your shoes, you begin to set up the room to fit more of your liking. What? Clock. Regular cat? Cloud? Fish. Bear. Cat, duh. Wall. What's that? Mirror, corkboard. Hatsune Miku. Fucking Ochita from Chainsaw Man. He's a bitch. Disrespectful. Cat. Or dog thing, I don't know. Posters. A lot of cats. We're gonna do the corkboard because Miku and Pochita are on it, even though that nigga is the worst. A shell? Oh, plant, lava lamp. I'm gonna do lava lamp. Way cooler. Hangable. Surfboard. Wooden boards. Boy, what? I don't know how to spell that. I'll say that. Wheel. Let's go with the wheel. Wait, let me go to the plushies. Oh, you don't get to choose. Okay. That's fine. We're good. Check. Beautiful room here we've got. On second thought, never mind, it's a bit weird to decorate a place I won't really be living in for long. I already did it, bitch. Like, you change out of your clothes before falling into the comfort of the bed. Your body melts into the mattress, and you quietly thank Jean for being generous enough to rent you a room. This beats the car any day. Yeah. Thoughts about ways to repay him linger as you were soothed to sleep by the night's embrace. Wasn't that, like, amazing so far? Sunday. I feel like he knows this room is the best. All the other rooms are probably shit. And mine's the only good one. Gallery, that's not there yet. What's this? Relationships. Oh! Wait a minute. We get a little bar. I like this. I don't like being in the dark about that thing, because it's difficult. Alrighty. This is very nice so far. Your eyes gently flutter open to the sight of the hostel room. Lightly glazed with a warm sunrise glow. You raise your body slowly and stretch, feeling much better than you did the day prior. Hopping off the bed, you take small steps into the bathroom and get yourself ready for the day ahead. Thankfully, the hostel was kind enough to include toiletries and fresh towels. Much better. Taking one last look at yourself in the mirror, you gather your essentials and leave the room. I was kind of hoping Dante would be like a character in the game, but I didn't look very hard at all the stuff. I skimmed it, the demo features. As you step into the lobby, you're met with Dante's grouchy face. He sits behind the front desk with his legs up and a magazine in hand. Good morning, Dante. He gives you a quick glance before placing his attention back to the magazine. Good morning. At least he said it back. Like, I honestly thought I was gonna get ignored. Did you get a good night's rest? Despite asking, you could tell it was more of an automatic response for good customer service than genuine curiosity. That could have been better. Baby Gronk interlinked. The magazine. Let's see what happens. You know what? I'm gonna try something. Yeah, I did actually, although it did suck seeing a few rats run around. What? Then I saw a person on my balcony. Are you serious? No way, is this guy hearing anything I'm saying? Is Baby Gronk the new Riz King interlinked? You might have pushed your luck a little too hard as he turned to you with his eyebrow fully raised and mouth agape. I'm sorry? Where did that come from? Did we just pull that out of our ass? What in God's name were any of the words you just said? Anyways. That was awful. I regret picking that. I was wondering if there was anywhere nearby I might be able to get a bite. I'm pretty hungry. I haven't really had anything but trail mix. There's a diner not too far from here. Just walk down the road and you'll run into it, I'm sure. Thank you, Dante, you're the best. He reminds me of fucking Rasmus from Broken Colors, not gonna lie. He reaches under his desk and pulls out a pamphlet, holding it out for you. Thanks, man. While I'm here, could I know how much it'll cost me for another night here? You reach your hands into your pocket for a wallet. $70, no more, no less. Yikes. You freeze. You aren't broke, but you definitely don't have enough money to pay $7 a night. Plus, there was still the cost of whatever repairs needed to be done on your car. Well, if we do a couple favors for Kai, he might just do it for free. So, I'm not sure I can afford that, actually. I might have to find somewhere else to crash. Dante sighs. Look, there's no other place you could stay. It's a small town. Kid? How old are you? Calling me a kid. No. It's either pay up or get comfy on the streets. I'm about to start working the streets. How about that?
Hey, yo!
Who are you talking to? You shuffle uncomfortably hearing this. You really don't like the idea of sleeping outside. But you seriously don't have enough money for another night. Dante clears his throat to get your attention. You didn't even realize you were completely zoned out. He gives you a pitied sigh and looks up at you, putting his magazine down on the desk. I'm not sure if you'll be up for it, but I heard from word of mouth that the diner I mentioned was hiring. Cool! Could be a long shot, but it's the best chance you have right now. And since you're a friend of Jean's, I guess I can lower it to $50 a night. I'm good with that? That's $20 less. Definitely. You tap your fingers impatiently on the counter. You aren't sure about getting a job in town. You don't even plan to stay long. Yes, I do. That's a lie. Especially during a time that was supposed to be a vacation of sorts. Is this not the perfect vacation spot? Tough after you weighed out your options. Ugh. Oh, this is though. That's a tough. Though after weighing out your options, working for a while compared to being homeless in an unfamiliar place doesn't seem bad at all. Alright. I'll keep that in mind when I grab a bite. Thanks again. He gives you a cordial nod before leaning back into his chair and continue reading his magazine. Ooh, people. You walk around the town, a pamphlet in hand, and a goal to fulfill. The diner. Where is the diner? As you scan your surroundings for the diner, you see a disheveled red-haired man struggling with a heavy load of paint canisters in his arms. That's Kai. He had red hair, right? Yeah. His grip falters ever so often, and the cans threaten to slip from his arms and crash to the ground. Help him. Why not? That's obviously Kai, is it not? Running over, you brace yourself against the heavy wood-framed door and shove it open with your back. The scent of old parchment and pine immediately hits your face as soon as you open the door. It's an art shop? It's comforting, nostalgic almost. The man gives you a quick thanks and rushes in, disappearing behind a curtain in the back of the store. Your eyes wander around the building you had entered and notice the wooden shelves lining the walls, stacked with books. Some looked old and worn, while others looked new and untouched. We're going in here? You gently push the door shut and step into the store. A soft ding echoes, signaling your entrance. You feel the warmth of the sun fade as you move further inside. With your hand outstretched, you glide your fingers across the long rows of books, feeling their distinct textures and designs. Looking up at one of the shelves, a familiar title catches your eye, and you make your way towards it. I haven't seen this series in forever. Wait, has there always been this many volumes? Trials of Tempest, the series that held so many fond memories of your childhood. You hated reading, but this one was an exception. You loved reading, this one was your favorite. You and your friends would read it occasionally. You liked to read it with your parents. Making up a story for myself, very nice. Let's say we hate reading. Or, I don't hate reading. It makes me fall asleep really fast. Let's just say we liked reading. Reading was a common pastime for you, and the Trials of Tempest happened to be one of your favorites. Rather than going outside or playing with friends, you choose to instead get comfortable in your bed and read. Eventually, the author stopped producing new volumes, so any hopes of new stories was quickly dimmed out. You're quite tall, so grabbing the book wasn't an issue. We are short! I am not tall. You smile to yourself and reach up for the book, getting on your tiptoes and struggling to reach it. Your legs wobble a bit as your feet strain against the ground, a small ache going through your arm. But you don't give up, stubbornly reaching and stretching for the book like a small child reaching for a cookie jar on the high shelf. Suddenly, a shadow looms over you, and you feel a large hand gently rest on your shoulder. The subtle pressure makes you lay your feet flat on the floor, grounding you and releasing the tension in your body from stretching. You watch as another hand gently grabs the book before you could. Okay, you turn around and see the man from earlier, yes, smiling softly at the book, brushing off any dust from its cover. Don't look at me like that. I will literally, I'm gonna start crying. Not from my eyes. Let's just say that. A low chuckle escapes from him as he shifts his gaze towards you.
Trials of Tempest. I'm surprised anyone else knows about this book.
Really? I used to love this series as a kid. What about you? Yeah. He holds the book out to you, letting you take a hold of it. trying to hold something else, bro. You take it, observing its cover. Yup, definitely haven't read this volume yet. Me too. But I've never seen this one before. Stay silent. I'm sure almost everyone's read it. Shut up and say the first one. Me too, but I've never seen this one before. You're really cool looking. This is a special copy, actually. I bet you thought it ended a journey of the Storm God, right? You nodded. That was the last volume released before the author stated publicly that he was too old to continue the series. Too old. The author actually used to live in this town. He'd write out a few more stories and kept them in this very shop. So cool. Very cool info you're giving me. You looked back down at the book. There were more? And the author was from here? You certainly didn't expect that when your car broke down on some random road.
Hey.
How about for helping me earlier? I'll lend you the books. You can take this one with you. Just come back for the next few volumes. Lend? He takes notice of your confused expression and chuckles again. I work here, don't worry. I might look rough, but trust me. I'm not a fan of breaking and entering. And the story isn't that popular anyways. No one would notice if they weren't in stock. Plus, you're new, right? Dante mentioned we had a new face in town. Damn, nigga. Yapatron much? Like, we don't have much except for this one cool thing. So I want to give you something from our little corner of the world to remember. You smile and put the book in your backpack. Thank you, I'll take care of it. Name now. Right now. He takes notice of the pamphlet you had in hand.
Oh, were you looking for Cup of Joe Mama?
Cup of Joe. I can't. Yeah. Childish, I know, to laugh at something like that, but that shit will always be funny. To me, I guess. I don't know. Yes, actually. Dante said it was just down the road, but I can't find it anywhere.
Down the road? It's literally on the other side of town. In fact, any further from here and you'd be at the beach.
Dante is definitely different, I'll say. You pause for a moment and mentally facepalm yourself. Of course it would be down the road to him. Nigga's tall. He's got long legs. That's basically a dog. Dante never specified which direction to go. And you ended up going the wrong way. It's not that funny. Stop. He stifles his laugh with his hand and shakes his head. Classic Dante. Man, he's an asshole. I didn't want to use that word, but you said it, bro. Like, you can't help but laugh along. It was sort of comforting to hear that. It just meant Dante was rude to everyone and not just you. Truthfully, you were starting to feel like he had a personal vendetta against you. I've always wanted to say that word. What were the paints for? Are you friends with Dante? Ask him. So, may I ask what the paints were for? Oh. This is something I've been trying to work on. Cool. It's nothing too big. I just want to see the thing real quick. He curls his lip curls into a strained smile. The dimples on his cheeks becoming more noticeable. Ah, alright. Are you friends with Dante? You seem to know him pretty well. Something like that. Does he have any friends? He knew my old boss, so I guess we're more acquaintances. He usually comes over for new magazines or just books for the hostel lobby. I see. I guess I should get going now. Any longer, my stomach might burst. It'll burst? Wouldn't that mean you've eaten enough? Well, I'm gonna go to the diner before I miss out on breakfast. Thanks again for the book. No problem. He pauses for a moment. D. No problem, D.
Andrew, by the way.
Sorry.
It's nice to meet you.
I almost, like, did something. Nice to meet you too, Andrew. I'll see you around. You give him a smile and wave goodbye as you leave the bookstore. So, the diner's on the other side of town. God, kill me now. Following Andrew's advice, there it was. The words Cuppa Joe Mama plastered, not only on the sign above, but also hand-painted on the window. He probably did that. Your stomach grumbles the second you lay eyes on it. This was your sign to make a break for it. You open the door immediately, hit with a sweet smell of roasted coffee beans and greasy bacon. How cozy. It does look very nice in here. You make a beeline to a booth, ringing the small steel bell on the table. Take a look around. The place is filled with families of all sizes, though you can only see one waiter. He seems to have his full attention on the cash register. His head perks up from the register and you watch as he grabs a small notebook, rushing over to you.
Hi, what can I get for you today?
Don't say anything rancid. Just answer the question normally. Oh my god. You would be the star of a femboy Hooters. Like, let's just move on. He's quite, he's a bit quiet, but nonetheless, you understand him perfectly. Is this a bad time to order? No, you f***ing idiot. He's up here, and he's asking. You want to get cut, don't you? No, definitely not a bad time. The other waiters are just on leave. Summer, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna work here. Definitely. He gives you a toothy grin, and you can't help but smile back. He suddenly raises an eyebrow, his eyes trailing your face. Are you new here? I don't think I've seen you around before. I am. Oh yeah, I am. My car broke down, so I'll be here until that gets fixed. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it never gets fixed, to be honest. Well, no problem. My good friend Kai can get that all sorted out for you, I'm sure. I thought you were supposed to take my order. He's sitting at the table with me. You continue explaining your situation to him, not holding back on the little details. What the heck? Yeah, he's really nice though. I like everything. So much so that you hadn't noticed he was now sitting in front of you. I don't care. His eyes don't seem to leave yours, paying close attention to your words. A stark difference from Dante. It's pretty refreshing. Wow, that sounds like a lot, but hey, what's a trip with an empty stomach, right? As if on cue, your stomach emits a loud rumble, which makes the both of you burst out laughing.
Well then, what would you like to eat? On the house. I know you're low on cash right now.
Stop it, stop it. That was so embarrassing. He just said I'm poor. Broke bitch. No, considering the hostel and car costs. Yeah, that's actually true. Are you sure? I don't mind using a few dollars. What, $2? He shakes his head, his messy blonde waves bouncing as he does. Take it as a welcoming gift. Nice. You look down at the worn-out menu laid before you. Well, if you insist, I'll get pancakes, waffle, omelet, eggs Benedict, cinnamon rolls, beans on toast, because I'm a Brit, mushroom soup, fruit salad. Where is French toast? Out of all things. God dang. Give me an omelet, bro. Do you want anything else inside of your omelet? Ooh.
Wait, wouldn't the omelet already come with cheese? Bell peppers. Cheese. Crab. And spinach. And mushrooms. And I think, yeah.
Would you like anything else? No, actually. And that'll be all. Just an omelet. Looks up from his notebook after jotting your order down, flashing you a friendly smile. Great, I'll come back in a bit with your order, miss. Does he do this with everyone? Like, oh, let me sit in the booth with you while I take your order.
Bruh.
Different. You watch the man make his way towards the kitchen, where your eyes take notice of the help wanted poster. Messily plastered up on a notice board. Oh. It looks as if it's been there for a while, and the corners are torn and stained with a mysterious liquid. Ew. Dante's words echo through your mind as you're reminded of your lack of money. Right, a job. I'll ask a waiter about it when he comes back. A few moments pass before you see him approaching your booth, carefully holding your food and gracefully maneuvering through the tables nearby with his signature smile. Here you go. Hope you enjoy your meal. Just call out to me if there's anything else you'd like. He gives you a smile. Oh, a small nod and turns to leave. Wait, I saw that this place is hiring. Are positions still open or am I too late? His head snaps towards you, his face painted with surprise and eyes gleaming with excitement.
Yes, yes.
They're still open. Oh man, we've been looking for some help for ages. I'm so happy that you're interested. His voice rises into a normal speaking volume as he lets his eagerness show. Taking a quick glance around the bustling diner, it is obvious to anyone that they were severely understaffed. You give him a big smile. You can tell he's going to be a great coworker. That is, if you get hired. So am I gonna need to submit my resume to apply? Who should I even talk to? You peek past his figure to see if you can spot a manager running around. His face fills your view as he moves his head to meet your searching eyes. His smile was unwavering. I think the person you're looking for is yours truly. Oh, and no worries about the resume, you're hired. I would at least like to know your name though. You raise an eyebrow at him. You were happy to be employed, but you question the practices of the diner under this man's management. You notice he's fidgeting with his uniform as the two of you speak. That's the uniform? No way. You wonder how he even survived this long in this line of work, being the quiet man he is. Right, my name, it's D. Okay, you can finish eating here and meet me in the back. I'll be happy to show you all you need to know. Great. Without another word, he starts to walk away before quickly turning his head to look at you again.
By the way, my name's Chris. It was nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you too, Chris. Chris then continues to the register, where a small line of people are waiting to pay. It was nice to meet you too, Chris. He's already busy with another customer by the time you answer back. Once full and content, you make your way towards the staff door. Well, you can only assume it was the staff door. Chris flew out of it with a few dishes in hand a moment before. This is a kitchen.
What?
As you step through, your nose is hit by a delicious mixture of aromas created by all the different meals being prepared. You're smelling escapade. Oh, I thought it said escape. Dumb. Your smelling escapade is interrupted by Chris hastily busting through the swinging door. Dirty plate stacked in his hands. He lets out a small gasp upon seeing you.
Hey.
What's up? Give me a second, please. You nod as he brushes past you, quickly placing the dishes in the water-filled metal sink. They hit the bottom of it with a muted clank. Chris grabs a cloth, drying his hands while he turns to you. He lets out an exhausted sigh. We'll start your training in just a moment. I just need this. His eyes tell you everything you need to know as he looks at you. He has probably been on his feet all day. You watch as he lays back on the wall, sweeping away some sweat droplets on his forehead. His slightly disheveled hair frames his eyes as he glazes at the ceiling. You quickly look away, embarrassed that he caught you. Oh no. From the corner of your eye, you see him straighten up and sheepishly reach a hand behind his neck. A single thought then snaps you out of your embarrassment. Wait, did he say training? Hold on, we're starting our training now? Are you sure this is the best time? Chris drops his hand and nods his head gently. We need help as soon as we can possibly get it. This summer has been one of our busiest, so I would love it if I could work with you right away. If that's okay with you, of course. Half of me would not want to do this. His eyes wander away and his voice trails off into a faint whisper towards the end of the sentence. Oh yeah, I should do that, right? I want to. There's 3 more people. I wanna go meet them. Of course, that's okay with me. I'd be glad to help. I was hoping to explore the town a little more. I hate saying no. Go ahead. Ugh. Well, actually, I was hoping to explore the town a little more. Of course, I'm sorry. I should have been more considerate. I'm sorry. You said it twice. You're suddenly washed over by an immense feeling of guilt. Stop it. On second thought, I think I can help for a few hours. God damn. Why'd you even give me the choice? With a dejected sigh, you give him a reassuring smile and mentally pump yourself up. Just a couple hours wouldn't hurt, I guess. Plus, I'd be able to pay for another night. Right. Alright then, teach me your ways. Time seems to fly, with only a couple minutes of your shift remaining. I feel so bad now for saying that, I don't know. Because it's like, I ended up doing it anyway. You paid careful attention to any upcoming orders. Now's not the time to be making any mistakes. It could hinder your chance to leave early. You peer out the serving latch towards Chris, preparing yourself to cook like your heart depends on it. Wait, we have to, like, serve the tables and cook? No way. Yeah, they definitely need more people in here. That's crazy. Last couple minutes, we can do this. The familiar bell of the door rings and you quickly fix your eyes towards the entrance. Instead of a small family or elderly person like you've seen all day, a young man walks in. He looks probably in his early 30s. His sleek, long blonde hair too again, framed his face. Oh yeah. We're having a free-for-all in here. His captivating eyes made it almost hard for you to look away. I wish this was a court and cowboy situation, but not every game is like that. You feel like you've seen him somewhere, but you can't quite put your finger on it. They're probably siblings. Chris and whoever is coming in. All that to say he didn't look the most approachable. Ooh. He's mean? He looked around with a slight scowl, seemingly prepared to book it. Your eyes briefly meet, and you can almost swear he gave you a half smile before finding a booth to be seated in. He doesn't look like one of those townsfolk at all. Could he be another visitor? I'm giddy, let's go. You turn to look at Chris, who seems to be just as puzzled as you are. He shrugs at you and clutches his small notepad, making his way over to the man. No, I wanted to do it. You aren't sure if it's because he's tired or not, but Chris's usual upbeat manner for new customers looked diminished. I'm sorry, that name is so funny. Welcome to Cuppa-Chopama. What can I get for you today? Since you've started working with Chris, you've noticed a pattern with him. At first, he'd stuck with his usual script of asking someone what they wanted, but if the customer went off script and asked something he wasn't used to hearing, he'd falter.
Can I get the omelette?
I got the omelet! We have so much in common! Let's go out on a date.
but with just the egg whites. And lightly beaten, not whisked. Whisking makes my face bloat.
I wanna be lightly beaten. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna shoot next week. I can't be bloated now, can I? No, you can't. Use pink Himalayan salt if possible? Alright, buddy. This isn't... We're not a 5-star Michelin restaurant. Come on. I don't want any preservatives in my system. Shut up. You're gonna take whatever the f I give you, and you're gonna like it. Oh. And hold on. Any extra spices? I'm a simple man. Just salt, pepper, and a hint of... What the f? Tarragon? And a pinch of cumin will do. Common. Also, don't cook it the American way. Do it French. Nigga. Stop. I prefer my food authentic. You are authentic, yes? Again, you're gonna eat what the f I give you. The well-to-do man nods his head towards the large window. Beside him, the words authentic homemade recipes. Plastered outside in a large red font. Yes? Good. The man pulls out his wallet and pays for his food. Chris goes back with a small torn page, slowly pushing it over to you. Me. What? Oh god. Sorry. I didn't get most of that. You... It's alright, Chris. I'm sure none of the things you mentioned were real anyways. Himalayan salts are real, I think. And the tarragon, that I have no idea. But egg whites are real. Okay, omelets are real. Some of that stuff was very real. He giggles and nods. Yeah, okay, do your best anyways. Are they about to give me like a quiz? Don't, no. No. With that, Chris leaves to clean a few empty tables from the customers that had just left. How hard could it be? Crack a couple eggs, separate the yolks from the whites, and mix it lightly. You got it. You grab a bowl of and confidently crack the first egg, successfully separating the yolk from the whites with ease. Oh my god. I'm basically going to Ram's Slay. Feeling optimistic, you move on to the second egg. However, this time the yolk breaks and drips onto the egg whites. Oh no. A little yolk wouldn't hurt. He probably won't even notice. Okay. You start mixing, aiming for a light, fluffy look. Despite your efforts, however, the whites refuse to cooperate. I should just whisk it at this point. Are you sure? You hold onto the whisk with a strong grip and mix vigorously, trying to salvage the situation. Instead of forming soft peaks, they remain stubbornly runny and lackluster. Wow, this is not giving Ghibli. Ghibli? Wait. I... fucking... Bro. Whatever, let's just cook this thing. You heat up a non-stick pan and pour the egg mixture into it. The consistency looking far from ideal. What did he want on it in it again? They mentioned spices, right? Whatever regular salt and pepper never hurt anyone. That's what he asked for, so. He asked for Himalayan salt. You sprinkle some grated cheese and chopped veggies into the layer of egg whites, topping it all off with salt and pepper. Did he ask for cheese? Damn, was I listening? As you attempt to fold it, it tears easily. Oh my gosh. You manage to patch it up as best as you can, but it's clear that it's not the finest. Pinterest? Bro! Got me confused. Pinterest-worthy egg white omelet you had envisioned. As you plate the omelet and hand it to Chris, you can't help but feel a mix of disappointment and embarrassment. Hopefully it tastes better than it looks. Very cunty, this one. Chris, unaware of the small war you had with the man's oddly specific recipe, makes his way over to present it to the customer. What happened here? Chris tries to speak, but he cuts him off. No, actually, I know what happened. Your chef is terrible. Just look at this omelet. It's obvious they can't separate the yolks from the whites. It is most definitely whisked. Not to mention, it's clear to anyone's eyes that it's under-seasoned. I'm deeply sorry, sir. It's actually their first... Before Chris could even finish his sentence, the man puts his hand up and stands up from his seat. His figure towered over Chris, looming over him.
Did you even try to get my order right? I bet you wrote it down wrong, because there is no way a chef could mess such a simple order up.
I'm sorry. I could sue you for this? For an omelet? Do you even know who I am? It's an omelet. Shit, this could get messy. You swiftly exit the kitchen and rush over next to Chris, hoping to defuse the situation. Immediately take the blame and offer to make another. What does defend him mean? Defend Chris? Let's check, and then if it's wrong, I'm going back. Yeah. Hey! You! Bucko! Both Chris and the man at the table snap their heads towards you. Chris is panicking, obviously not sure what to do in the situation. You try to remain calm and to approach the situation with professionalism, which just can't stand seeing someone being a bully like that. If there's an issue with your meat, you can take it up with me. Fight me, bro. Fight me. I'm ready to tussle. This has nothing to do with you. What? I made the omelet. I'm the one who made the meal. It has everything to do with me. The man took a breath, his anger intensifying. Yeah, what do you gotta say now, bro? You could hear the mutters of the previous customers nearby, undoubtedly noticing the scene he was causing. How do you mess up this badly? Is this your first day cooking or something? Yes. Well, it's my first day on the job and cooking. An unnecessarily complicated dish, that's for sure. He tuts and turns to face you instead of Chris, who takes the chance to take a few steps backwards.
What?
I'm sorry, this is your first day, and you have the nerve to stand up to me. Yes. The hell is this nutjob going on about? Who even is he? Look, I get that the food isn't to your standards, and I apologize. That's on me. But there's absolutely no need to sue the place. We could just give you a refund. How does that sound? He looks taken aback for a second before nodding slowly, an ever-widening grin growing on his smug face. What the fuck is that? Why?
Oh.
Oh, I get it now. You finally realized who I am and want to look good. I don't want to look any certain way for you. Like, you're a meanie. You're mean. The man crosses his arms over his chest, still fuming with anger. No, I'm sorry. I don't know who you are. Maybe he looked familiar? You tried long and hard to think back to all your time spent online or watching TV, but he doesn't look this like some A-list celebrity. He just looks like some rich snob. Kinda, yeah. He pulls out a business card and slips it into the pocket of your apron. I'll accept the refund. Honestly, consider yourself lucky I'm not suing this establishment, if you can call it that. It's a building with workers. I'm gonna assume.
Ugh.
He rolls his eyes and storms off, nudging you on his way out. I'll beat you the fuck up. You take the small card out and scan it for information on the jerk. Wyatt Quinn? CEO of Microsoft? What? Now it made sense. His eyes. Not only is he a genius, but he's extremely popular due to his pretty eyes. I guess. He's a hit in the modeling scene, You recall a couple of your friends fangirling over him, actually? What? Oh, it's because I have the phone number. Look at his smug fucking face. Tired of him already. Hey. Yes. Chris gently voices. Chris's gently voice. I said it wrong twice. Chris's gentle voice takes you out of your thoughts and you turn to look at him. Are you okay? I'm sorry about all that. We don't usually have customers like him. I know. He looks down to the floor and plays with his sleeves awkwardly. You playfully flex your arm, making him smile a little. Well, besides that, your first shift is officially over. Here's your pay. How much? He hands you a wad of cash from out of his pocket, his sad demeanor seemingly disappearing into thin air. Thank you. You are heading off too, as well. Chris gives you a strained chuckle and shakes his head. I wish. I've still got the lunch and dinner services to look after. Plus, our chef doesn't come in until around 7 p.m. Someone's gotta be here in the meantime. Has he always been working like this? Is it even legal for someone to be working this much? Not wanting to question more of his unhealthy work ethic, you simply nod and go into the locker room to gather your belongings, ready to head off.
Hey.
One sec, before you go. My number, you should take it, so I can talk to you about shifts or anything. Alright! Yay! Let's see his picture. Hello? You both exchange contact information and you leave the kitchen, waving goodbye to Chris as you leave. Okay, is it there now? There he is. Oh, he's so cute. You look down at your phone as you exit, curious about the time. It is the afternoon. The number 1:30 p.m. shone brightly on your screen. Still pretty early. I thought I was here longer. It felt like eternity talking to that guy. I guess it wouldn't hurt to just walk around. Wait. There's 2 more people. Chris is up? No one else moves up! What? Oh no, he's easy. He's like, what's his face from Mystic Messenger? Following the general direction of other townsfolk, you get to see more of what the town has to offer. I forgot what his name was. That's weird. Cause I always got him when I played Mystic Messenger in like in high school, like freshman. I was always getting him. Dang, I forgot. Jean wasn't wrong. It really was a beautiful place. You find yourself in the town square. A fresh breeze blows through your hair as you take in your surroundings. The streets were crowded by people and had stalls lining them. Each stall proudly displayed their own unique produce and cuisines, with the most notable being fish, because there is a beach nearby. As you walk past the stalls to observe them one by one, you catch sight of a familiar figure. Past this figure, you could see a shorter, silver-haired man who seemed to be talking with him. The man had his arms crossed, donning a tired look on his face. He isn't the kind of guy you would expect him to hang around. But then again, you don't necessarily know him well enough to be making that kind of assumption. Might as well go say hi. Grinning to yourself, you approach the duo and reach out to tap him on the shoulder. Jean turns towards you, his face lighting up as he realizes it's you. Hello, who's this? I need to know now, though. Didn't expect to see you here. Have you been settling in well? Yes. I'm actually exploring a little right now. I have managed to get a job at Cuppa Joe Mama. Cuppa Joe Mama? I love that place. Great coffee to start the day with. I'll definitely be seeing you around a lot more. His eyes disappear from grinning widely at you. Your eyes briefly flutter to the silver-haired man. Upon noticing your gaze, I didn't say graze this time, the man sharply turns away. What are you doing? Jean takes notice of your curiosity and takes a small step back, placing his hand on the stranger's lower back to lightly push him closer to you. He looked at Jean with his eyes widened, startled by a sudden contact. The sudden contact. Jean placed his arm around the stranger, tightening his grip slightly as he spoke. This here is good old Vince Matador. Don't mind his behavior. He's used to new people. Vince's eyes narrowed as he gave Jean a curt glare, before taking a glance at you. It was short-lived, as he chose to give his attention to the ground beneath him instead. I'm D. Say nothing. That would be kind of mean though, kind of, right? But I mean, with his personality. Like, not used to new people. What if I just didn't say anything? Would that, like, make the situation better? I'm just gonna... It's nice to meet you, Vince. I'm D. Vince says nothing in response, seemingly unwilling to introduce himself to you. That's fine. At your own pace, buddy. Is that a tattoo? It is. Instead, he keeps his eyes downward with the occasional glance at Jean. Jean sighs deeply. Come on, Vince, we talked about this. Vince bites the bottom of his lip before looking up at you.
Hey. Jean told me about you. Quite the predicament you've gotten yourself into. With the car and all.
Good. I might go for you. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I like when they're dejected and just unapproachable. It's like a challenge. His voice is pretty quiet, sort of like Chris when he's nervous. Vince leans more into the mumbling side. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate, but that's not to say good things haven't come from it. Like this town of just men. Like, it's still the vacation, I guess. Minus my new job, of course. Vince's attention wasn't on you by the time you had finished your sentence. And was fixated on the ground, once again. Jean gently nudged Vince, jolting his attention back to you, and the discussion at hand. After some sort of hesitation, Vince spoke back up. Well, that's an optimistic way to look at it. I'm glad you're not too bummed out about it. No, I'm not. I have a pretty cool room, right? Mechanic's hot. Waiter at the diner's hot. Sheriff is hot. Bookstore guy is hot. Rude customer is slightly attractive. And then we got you. Oh. Yeah. Vince's attention shifts back to Jean, who offers a nod in agreement. Silence Silence fills the air for a moment before Jean clears his throat. Say, why don't you show D around? It's about time I headed back anyway. Gotta get dinner started. Oh. Never mind. He's probably got a wife or something. Vince gives Jean a solemn look. That I never want to interact with that ever again. His eyes practically begging for him not to leave. Calm down, buddy. I got you. I'll even hold your hand. I won't bite. Jean, on the other hand, gave Vince a few gentle pats on the arm and a reassuring grin. Alright, I'll leave you to it. See you around. Bye, Jean. Do you have a wife? Okay. You wave goodbye as he turns his back to leave. Vince's face scrunches up as he yells out for Jean. He yelled? You're a little taken aback as he has been pretty quiet up until now.
Hold on now. I never said I would. Jean, get back here.
You're stuck with me, buddy. Let's get to know each other. Jean ignores his pleas as he takes a final look back to wave goodbye before disappearing into the crowd of people. Vince's shoulders drop in defeat. Oh no. He heaves with a big sigh, turning his attention to you.
Nice.
I
guess I could try to show you around. Unless you've already got plans.
I am in love with you. I think I found my favorite. He reminds me of, Nick. He looks down to his thumbs, which he had been twiddling awkwardly for the past few minutes. He doesn't look entirely convinced to walk you around. Refuse the offer for his sake. Refuse the offer for your sake. Agree to walk with Vince. Reluctantly agree to walk with Vince. We're doing that one. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't have much else to do but sleep anyway. This is a better use of my time. Stop it, stop it. Vince seems almost disappointed when you say yes. His shoulders drop and he exhales. Didn't he ask me? What's with the attitude? We'll whip him into shape. Let's get on with it then. You're gonna fix your attitude first. Vince's words sound half-hearted, and you begin to wonder if this was the right decision as the both of you begin walking. Oh yeah, it was the right decision, alright. It's hard for you at first to get used to the uncomfortable silence between you and Vince, but you eventually don't mind it. You've done more than enough talking today with the whole Wyatt situation, so the silence was more than welcome. Vince keeps his eyes glued to the ground. That used to be me all the time, bro. His hands fidgeting with the various bracelets on his arm. So, your voice trails off as you clear your throat nervously, struggling to find the right words. Stay silent. Thank him for taking the time out of his day to show you around. That one. Hey Vince. Pookie. You speak gently, trying once again to break the ice. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to show me around. I know it must suck to be forced to hang out with a stranger, but it is really nice of you. Vince's shoulders visibly relax as your words seem to have a positive effect on him. You're so cute. Can you, like, come with me to my room really quick? I just want to show you something. He looks down at you and gives you a half smile. It doesn't suck, I just don't really get out much. Yeah. I'm not even sure what to show you, really. You show me your favorite places, maybe it'll help me get to know you a bit. Oh my god. Let me see something real quick. Dean! Dean, get out of here. He leads you to places like his favorite record store and a cozy coffee shop, his genuine enthusiasm evident as he talks about them. I love that the most in someone. As the two of you make your way around a familiar corner, your attention is drawn to Andrew's bookstore. Oh my god! So cute. Through the windows, you catch a glimpse of him reorganizing books and engrossing in conversation with a few customers. Vince's eyes naturally follow your gaze as his steps come to an immediate halt. Let's go to another part of town. You turn to him and notice his eyes fixed on Andrew, though his expression isn't a pleasant one. Let's not. I don't want to figure out anything. Just let's go. Acknowledging his apprehensiveness, you offer a reassuring nod. I probably shouldn't be prying. I can always ask about it again when I know him better. Sure, let's go somewhere else. I haven't been around there yet. You motion toward the opposite direction and offer him a gentle smile. His demeanor softens, a flicker of relief crossing his face as the hint of a smile tugs at the corner of his lips. As the both of you turn a corner, you suddenly hear the distant sound of music and applause. Ooh. With your newfound curiosity getting the best of you, you follow the source to find yourself at a makeshift stage set up by what seemed to be the town's local theater group. Okay. Oh, the beach. Approaching closer to the stage, the crowd's enthusiasm starts to excite you too. What a crowd. Taking a glance at all the performers, it was hard not to be drawn to the guy with bright green hair. Oh shit. Look at you. You don't see that every day. I guess he really wanted to stand out, huh? Bright green. That's a choice. You turn to Vince, who has his arms crossed and brows furrowed. What's wrong? I'm just not a big fan of crowds. Or him. You focus your attention back towards the stage, where the green-haired man was giving his final monologue. He happens to be one of the lead actors. His energy and charisma undeniable. His presence radiating through the crowd, mesmerizing everyone with each spoken word. Him? If by him you mean the walking highlighter, then yes, him. Oh, he's funny too, huh? Take off your pants real quick. You snort a little at the comment, caught off guard by Vince's unexpected sense of humor. Vince's, yeah. As the performance reaches its conclusion, the crowd ruptures into cheers. Your attention gets pulled back when the lead performer, though his eyes were already on you. His gaze direct and sparkling with intrigue. Uh-oh, he might come over here. As the crowd slowly disperses, he boldly jumps off the stage and approaches you with a wide grin. You hear a small groan of protest come from Vince as he rolls his eyes.
Hey there! You new in town?
Kevin. The name's Kevin. Do people in this town just know everyone? I think it's a small town, so that's probably why. This is like the millionth time I've been asked this. Yes, actually. How can you tell I was new? He snorts sheepishly.
I'm a regular performer here. Practically every week. I've seen the same faces countless times, but yours is definitely new.
This guy, already. He gives you a playful smirk, his eyes holding a glint of amusement. Before you could reply, the man's gaze falls on Vince, and his eyebrows rise, as if he just realized he was there. His smirk only strengthened. Oh, the vampire finally left his house. The door. We're done here, Kevin. You've made your impression, and it was bad. Bye! No love for Kevin. What? Pre? What? Proud of you? Pre? I don't know what that means. I really thought some sunlight would make you dissolve or something. Kill me now. Vince only musters up an annoyed glare. Satisfied with his tease, which I didn't like, the performer returns his attention to you. Anyways, how are you finding Brine Bay? I'm sure it's not much, but it's got a few redeemable charms. I like it so far. It's been nothing special. I don't really know yet. I like it. Well, I like it so far. It's quaint, a nice difference from the city. His eyes widen with surprise, and he excitedly grabs your hands.
City? You're from the city? That's so cool!
It really isn't. Have you ever seen a rat bathe itself? Yeah. The fuck? Yeah, born and raised. I hate the city. I hate it. I was born in the Bronx, but I lived most of my memorable life in Queens. So, yeah. You chuckle awkwardly at the sudden contact, and he quickly lets go. He clears his throat as his cheeks flush a light red. Sorry, I've just always wanted to go to the city. By all means! What's stopping you? Like, you let out a soft, amused laugh. No worries, I understand. What? This guy. Well, so, what did you think about my performance? Is it anything like the actors from Paragon Arts? I barely saw it. Like, Paragon Arts, probably the most prominent theater company you could think of. It comes as no surprise that he aspires to be like them. Rudely say no. Praise him. I don't want to be mean. I wish there was a middle ground. I mean, I'm not... That comment he made, because I don't like when people do that. It's so annoying. Oh, you're finally out of your room. Oh, God. You're the reason why I was in there in the first place. I hate when people do that. He's not the worst, but I just didn't like that comment. That's all. I don't want to praise him, though. He's, like... No, I don't want to stroke him. I want to stroke him. Way different. But... I think that's gonna affect Mr. Man here. See, look, it's already up. I don't want it to go down. I don't want to rudely say no. It's like, ugh. I'm gonna just praise him. Compromise. Oh, definitely. I wish it was sarcasm. I personally think you're better than most carbon copies I've seen. Did you see how riled up the audience was when you finished your scene? I've never seen anyone do that. You've got something special. Look at his fucking shit-eating grin. Gah. Excited, he grins and lifts his chin triumphantly. I knew it was gonna affect you. What happened to the stats? Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Your response makes Vince roll his eyes and turn to look elsewhere. Now uninterested in the conversation.
Thanks!
I think he already was. Knew you'd say that. I heard it from the others all the time, but it's refreshing to hear it from someone new. To be honest, save it. Okay, and I'm gonna go back and pick no.
Thanks!
Wait, where is it? Right here. Let's see what happens. I just want to see what Vince does, because I like him right now. Well, to be honest, no, not really. I was just bored and needed to, oh god, wind down with something. It wasn't that great and definitely isn't on a Paragon actor's level, but it's still something. You clear your throat and quickly glance at Vince. He's turned away from you, his body shaking as he stifles a laugh. The actor's jaw falls a little in disbelief, and you offer him an apologetic shrug. Thanks for being blunt, I think? He tilts his head, his brows furrowed in a slightly puzzled expression. The disappointment in his voice is clear. And here I thought I did good this time. What? Which one was better, right? Like, let's think about it. Would I rather have Vince be uninterested and roll his eyes? Or would I rather have him stifle the laughter? Like, what are we gonna pick here? The second one. Thank you. I wanted that to go up. Yay! Wait, did I read that? Oh, he clears his throat loudly, an apparent reset on his confidence. A smile forces its way on his face. Well, I'd love to hear more of what you gotta say. You sound like a true critic. I could benefit from having one of those around. I got what I wanted from Vince, and he's not super, like, mad about what I said. I changed my option. Just this once. His eyes snap to Vince, and his expression threatens to sour. Preferably without any distractions. Die. I'm never gonna be around you. I want this one right now. So, sorry. I'm sorry. Sure. I guess I don't mind, if you're really okay with that. He begins rummaging through his bag, pulling out a small business card that looks similar to Wyatt's.
Feel free to reach out if you ever need a friend, or want to catch another show.
In which I hope you enjoy the next performance better. voice suddenly calls to him from the stage where people have started to clean. He quickly nods and begins to make his way towards them. He turns his head to you and raises a hand to wave goodbye. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. Let's see what... Whoa! And with that, he disappears into the crowd. You're left slightly confused with the strange man's business card in your hand. You get the feeling he took your criticism more as a challenge than a comment. He's just that type of guy. You look up at the sky and notice that it's starting to get dark. Clearly you stayed out longer than you would have liked to. It's getting pretty late, we should get going. Vince nods and follows behind your lead. Oh my god, I love you. While walking home, you glance down at the small makeshift card in your hand. Kevin Zunio. Yeah. I'm half Puerto Rican. I know what that means. Recalling Wyatt's card, you retrieve it from your pocket and compare the two. Yep, exactly the same. Isn't this kind of plagiarism? Maybe they work for like the same company, I don't know. Shrugging off the thought, you tuck the two cards away. So, what was all that about? What, me and Kevin? Don't worry about it, it's kinda dumb. Okay. Whenever you're ready, buddy, I'm not pressuring you to do anything. Like... He waves his hand up dismissively, as he mumbles under his breath to downplay the situation. If you say so. It was nice seeing you be less gloomy, though. You give him a small nudge, and smile as he dips his head to hide the flush on his cheeks. The both of you finally reach the hostel. I've never seen that word before, ever. That's why it kind of confuses me. That's fine. After a long walk back to the opposite side of town, you're just about spent on energy, and we're in need of a good night's rest. Well, I guess that's it for today. Yep, thanks for welcoming me back. You're so kind. It's no problem. As you're about to turn, he gently reaches out, his fingers brush against yours. Your eyes flicker for a brief moment, down to your hands before making eye contact with him. Thanks for today. I know I'm not the easiest of people to get along with, but you kept trying anyway. You are actually the best. Not a lot of people would, so thank you for that. I had a good time. I had a great time. Good. Me too. It's been nice to meet you. Would you, yes. Whatever you say afterwards is yes. His voice trails off, cracking a little at the end. Would you maybe like to have my number? Yes. He averts his gaze and begins to nervously chew on his lip again. Unless you think that's stupid, which it kind of is. Why would you want my number? We just met, that's weird. I got everybody else's number, what? Might as well add yours. You chuckle at his nervousness and nod. Sure, Vince. Wait, I want to see something. Okay. Yay! Why is Gene still going up? Gene! Not now! His expression relaxes slightly, a hint of relief tugging at the corner of his lips. He takes out his phone and quickly shares his number with you. It's a small gesture, but you can tell it means more to him than he's letting on. Well, I'll head off now. Gene would probably start freaking out if I'm not back before nighttime. Right, Gene did mention he was making dinner for them. Good night. Good night, Vince. You smile at him as he walks off. Glad he was able to come out of his shell by the end of the day. That was beautiful. Upon entering your room, you waste no time shedding your clothes off by the entrance. A trail gets left behind as you rush into the bathroom for a well-deserved shower. You do your usual night routine and get into your comfiest set of pajamas. As you leave the bathroom, you gather your discarded clothing to clean when you get the chance. Hopefully there's a dry cleaner nearby. There better be. You hop into the bed and wrap yourself up with the large blue comforter. Turning to your side, you grab your phone and begin scrolling through your list of new contacts. I wonder if anyone's free to talk right now? What the fuck? That was obvious. Pick up the fucking phone, I'm not kidding.
Hello? Who is this?
It's me, Pookie. Your lover.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Is everything alright?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to call me already.
Oh no, I'm crazy. You need to learn that now. Did you get home safely? Are you still on your way back? Ask.
No. I'm still making my way back. I wanted to take a little detour. Walk around town a little longer. I'm glad we had this walk. It's been a while since I've gotten some fresh air, so it was nice getting to show you around.
Thanks for taking the time out. Seems like you didn't want to at first.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know a lot of people, so going out like this was a little out of my comfort zone. But, you know, kinda knew Gene would give me a huge lecture if I didn't. He's just looking out for me, I guess. I think I'll hang up for now. Again, thank you for today. Rest well.
You too. I'll definitely rest well now. What the fuck? That was amazing. As the two of you exchange your parting words, you press the end call button. Well, this wasn't exactly what I thought my holiday would be like, but I'm glad everyone I've met has been nice so far. Feeling content, you plug your phone to the charger and gently shut your eyes, ready to doze off to sleep. I wonder how tomorrow will go. I don't think it's gonna go because it's a demo. No. That was beautiful. Oh yeah, there's no gallery, I forgot. Yeah, that was actually amazing. Anyways, that was Threads of You Beyond the Bay demo. It was very amazing. I cannot wait for future updates. If it does, and I hope it does. I want to romance the fuck out of Vince, so yeah. You have to try it out for yourselves though. It's on Steam, it's free, and it's on itch. I'm gonna put the link to it in the description. So if you guys enjoyed it though, a like would be appreciated. And subscribe for more. Because sometimes I might do games like this, like the normal ones. Sometimes I don't want to interact with psychopaths. So yeah, and with all of that being said, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my loves.